Hello, party people. How is everyone doing this evening? This afternoon? Today, tomorrow, tonight, in the morning, wherever you may be. May pop in and out till I fall asleep just watching a film on Netflix and settling for bed. Well, Millie Heather, I appreciate you popping by, and I appreciate you hanging out. Whether you pop in and out or you completely pass out, that is totally okay by me. And Puma, it is so good to see you, my dude. And it's so good to know that things aren't going half bad for you for a change. Very nice to know. So, on that note, it's Thursday. It's kind of a rainy Thursday. It's sort of gross outside. It's not really all that appealing. You had a busy day, so you didn't bug me near it. Here, let's get this right. You don't bug me, so don't worry about that. Don't ever take it in that context either. So it's all good. Everything's always good. I am fairly accessible for those who wish to find me upon the social media network that spreads far and wide. Should you try harder? Then you might be rolling the dice. It depends. It depends. You can get some pretty weird stuff going in response. So careful when you try to grab the tiger by the tail. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm just saying words right now, but that's all right. But we're in Alaska. We are in Alaska. This truck right here, this bad behemoth, this is in Alaska. And chances are, Puma, if you are still here, you may have seen one of these trucks in and about your motor pool or something to that effect. Also, why don't we go ahead and make it the afternoon so we can actually see what this truck is and we can see what we're doing. Because I really like this truck. This is one of my favorite trucks, and it may not be the best truck in the game, but I got it as a free DLC add-on for pre-ordering the game. The only place that you can't get this truck at is, I believe, the Epic Game Store, like the anti-zombie window grills. So here's the cool thing. If we sit inside the truck and we try to look out, we have a very limited field of view. So that's a thing. Like, we can barely see the mirror. We can barely see, like, what's ahead of us. But it's not about what's behind us. It's always about what's ahead of us. That's what counts. So this right here, back there, kind of looks like it, doesn't it? It's got a little curtain that one might draw close for privacy. If they were to take a nap in the back of this here truck. I don't know if we have a hot plate somewhere, but you know what? Here's a little bit of a hint or a tip for you. If you are on a road trip and you have something that needs to be cooked, as long as you have tinfoil, you have the ability to cook things with your car. The engine, the steering wheel is on the wrong side. No, you are on the wrong side, ma'am. You are on the wrong side. You're really good at Evil Dead. Melissa Headcase, I think we were all not very good at Evil Dead last night. Evil Dead decided to poke us really hard in the no-no bits last night. That was unfortunate. For as much as I enjoyed that game, I have to say right now that the other individuals who also play that game... Oh no, there was no stream last night. We were on Waylon's stream, and he was playing Evil Dead. So we had some fairly interesting situations, but I kind of wish the guys would actually learn how to play the characters that they choose. Each character has a skill. Oh yeah, we definitely did co-op. So it's 4 players or 4 survivor players and 1 demon player. The demon player is basically out to prevent the survivor players who all come from the Ash vs. Evil Dead or Evil Dead Army of Darkness universe. You have all of these characters in there. I mean, you are even with the ability to play Henry the Red or Lord Arthur. Henry the Red is a warrior character, therefore he has more damage output. He can actually soak up more damage. He's got more damage mitigation skills. Arthur is a Lord character, and he usually has like an aura or something that either prevents fear or prevents other characters from taking as much damage. But it's the support characters that actually really shine. If you choose original Evil Dead Ash, he has the ability to use this skill that reduces the fear of every character that is within his range. And that is crucial because fear, when it builds, allows the demon player to both see you, possess you, and mess with you. So you don't want that to happen. And when players don't know how to effectively use that I remember that game, he puts them on a hook. No, that would be Dead by Daylight. That would be another asymmetrical game where you've got three or four survivors and one killer character. But the difference with Evil Dead is that you can fight back with shotgun and chainsaw. So Ash, the eternal anti-hero, and his ability to crack wise while he dispatches various enemies and characters and nunsucheries. There. And then... how are we going to do this? Because this is... oh... the trailer... okay, no, we don't have to go to the trailer store. So we can actually go to... there, and there, and then loop back and drop off the trailer. So that's good. It is for Melissa Headcase. Do you typically play a survivor or a killer character when you're playing Dead by Daylight? Because I am not sure. All right, so you know what? I'm going to mark that little fella right there because that's where we got to go. Let's roll on out. Let's start belching diesel fuel into the sky. And sally forth. Sally forth. So, what's kind of cool is the demon character, the individual playing the Kandarian demon, can actually choose from 3 different demons. You're a survivor main. I like when I'm a survivor main. Yeah, I'm a survivor too. You know, Eye of the Tiger plays in the background. That's what we do. That's where we go. So you know, we're just hoping to get by. That's the thing. But Survivor main, like that television show Survivor. That was the dumbest show ever. That show raked in viewers consistently for quite a while. I hear Destiny's Child. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. There is that as well. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if we're going to really be able to do this very effectively. So we may need a truck to kind of give us a little bit of a love tap from behind. This is going to get interesting. I may have miscalculated the ability to negotiate the twisties with this truck. There we go. Massey! 2 good news of today. The Daredevil series is getting revived and Brothers in Arms 4 is in development. Dude, that is awesome news. That is 2 rather wonderful nuggets of information. Brothers in Arms. I don't think I've played one of those for the longest time. I mean, like, an exceptionally long time. But the fact that Daredevil is actually getting a new season, and I honestly feel like Daredevil is probably... That was probably the strongest showing of the Daredevil, Luke Cage, Punisher, and what was the other one? Jessica Jones, Quadrofecta? What's a trifecta but only 4? Halo! What is going on? How are you doing? I hope you are well today, my friend. I hope everything is going fantastic with you. But Massey, that's cool news. That is really, really cool news. Iron Fist. I forgot about Iron Fist, actually. That's how good Iron Fist was. Iron Fist was not a very good television show. Iron Fist was kind of... That's what we gotta do. We gotta try to swing it around here. And the big guy. Who's the big guy? Iron Fist. I see. I almost forgot about Iron Fist because it was trash. Danny Rand comes back. Surfer hippie dude. Yeah, Luke Cage. Luke Cage wasn't terrible. Luke Cage season 2, I think, had far better villains. Alright, there we go. Alright, we've become unstuck. Hilo, I have been doing quite well. And it's not that we've gotten stuck, it's that I've chosen to go a very, very bad idea route. And, not quite the best of routes. Not quite the best of routes. So we're gonna keep going. Yeah, sure. We're challenging ourselves for a change. Well, I mean, Iron Fist was bad. It was just... I didn't care about Danny Rand one bit. Like, it was, oh, this is poor little rich kid who still has a company and still has boatloads of money, but I don't know. Nothing about that character made me give a crap about him. You're currently putting icing on sugar cookies. I like sugar cookies. I like the sound of sugar cookies, too. Sugar cookies are awesome. Sugar cookies are so good. Alright, let's pull. It's because we chose to use an 8-slot trailer, and now we are negotiating probably some of the tighter trails that we have to do in this area. So, not exactly the most intelligent idea. Cargo management. Oh. Okay. So we got rid of some weight there. Nika Fernandez coming through with a hydrate. Of which, I still have the Death Wish mug. So, of the 5, and I count Punisher, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Jessica Jones. So your quintet. Your quintuplets? Your quintuplets of Netflix movies. How would you rank the 5? I still think Daredevil is number 1. Number 2, I don't think Jessica Jones was a bad show, but I also don't think it was a great show. Season 1 Jessica Jones with David Tennant was awesome because of David Tennant. Even though, what's her name? She's a great actress. She's a fantastic actress. So you've got, I would say Daredevil is number 1. Punisher was okay. I like the lead actor for Punisher. Christ, I can never remember his name either. And I follow him on Instagram too, so. Wrong dude for the role. He's up there with the dude that was cast playing solo. Oh, yeah, that wasn't really all that great. Punisher is... Oh, it helps if I take the parking brake off. That's particularly what is our key right there. Punisher wasn't bad. Punisher, I felt, was strong, but it kind of never really got out of its own way. And it was a little... I don't know. It was definitely lacking in certain regards. I think the villain could have been better in the Punisher. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? So we gotta go... I don't think we're gonna be able to get a... You know what? Let's take risks. Let's take risks. How about we do that? We take some risks. Let's go across here, because that'll eliminate looping all the way around to these locations. So how about we do that? We'll do that. If we can make that corner, that is. Massey, the funny thing about Solo is they actually said they're not going to cast unknown new actors in those roles. Owen, I'm doing good. How are you doing? What's happening, my friend? I am doing quite well. We're currently discussing the 5 Marvel shows that were on Netflix that all got moved to Disney. And we're kind of picking apart which one's good, which one's not so good, and where they sort of fall. When you cast a dude for a role and end up having to give him acting lessons so he can play Solo, ooh, yeah. You got me back into SnowRunner. I forgot how fun it was to play with the steering wheel. The steering wheel on this game, I can only begin to imagine what that experience is like. I've never had an opportunity to play with the steering wheel just because I don't have space for a steering wheel. I'm currently using the Navistar and an 8-slot trailer to deliver various goods and cargoes in Pedro Bay, Alaska. Husky Man 365, what is good? How are you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day, because I'm having a good day. Well, I don't hope that you're having a good day because I'm having a good day. I just hope that your good day stands on its own. We'll put it that way. I am currently using the Navistar, and we are navigating with the Navistar. Kind of a shortcut. It is either going to bite us, or it will work out for the best. So far, so good. Because essentially what this does is we come in over here, we loop around, drop goods off here, and then we kind of cross right here, and now we're going to go... We want to go we'll go the furthest one first. Just got home from work. It was a good day. Yeah, my day, I mean, I worked all day today, and I worked right bell to bell, so 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., so it was a long day. But you know what? We make things work. We get things done. And it was a day of dealing with many, many salespeople. I dealt with a considerable amount of salespeople today. Make turning a dream, and with the gear shifter, it makes everything smoother. Only downside is you need a controller to do crane stuff and to control the camera. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. We've also wound up with less than half a tank of fuel already. So the Navistar, as always, is one of the biggest pigs on fuel in the entire game. But you know what? I don't care because I love this truck. One of my absolute favorite trucks. I left the stock paint scheme on it because I like the digital camo for some reason. The digital camo looks really good on this truck. It's just how it is. I'd have to imagine that using the steering wheel in this game is significantly different than, say, using a steering wheel in Forza. Forza has to be probably fairly interesting. But, yeah, we're here. We're playing one of my very favorite games, and patiently waiting for the new DLC season, DLC number 7, to hit on May 31st. And as soon as the DLC for this goes live, we will be playing a lot more SnowRunner. But it's kind of cool. There is still various bits and pieces to do with this game, even if you started when the game was released. They added various different missions and stuff into the game, like as the seasons were added in. All I know is that dude that played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage is gonna play Blade in the revival of Blade franchise. It will be you know what? I like that guy. The guy who played Cottonmouth, I think is a fantastic actor. I follow him on Instagram, and he's actually a really, really cool dude. He's very, very cool. I'm trying to remember what his name is, and I am awful at remembering his name because for some reason I'm drawing a blank on a lot of names today. But Luke Cage, I think, excelled on its villains. Luke Cage actually did far better with their villains. Daredevil was still hands down the strongest show out of the bunch. I think that Daredevil's villains were good. I think that Daredevil's plot and pacing, the storylines were good. Though you do have to take into account that the Punisher had Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, and that is huge. That is huge, because he was awesome. Can he do martial arts, though? I don't know. So, this truck, Owen, does not come with differential lock. This truck, you need to find no components for it. Melissa Headcase, do you know my name? I know your name, Melissa Headcase! Today was finally the last day. So you don't have any more school stuff to deal with? Look at you. You know what? He is coming. I think so. Hands down, Vincent D'Onofrio, one of the best Kingpins, but also Michael Clark Duncan from the really, really awful Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck. Michael Clark Duncan also made a really good Kingpin. I think Michael Clark Duncan excels in anything that guy did, and it's a shame that he did not... He left us, unfortunately. Michael Clark Duncan should have had a much longer and stronger career, and it's too bad. It's an absolute crying shame, because the dude was awesome. Okay. So let's go this direction. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't get any additional upgrades for the Navistar. It was a pre-order bonus. You can't get it on the Epic store, but this truck has some of the most powerful engine options in the game, where the Twin Steer has the most powerful. This one, he was in the Green Mile. Yep, he was John Coffey, like the drink. And I believe I was reading an article somewhere that said people wanted to meet Michael Clark Duncan not for his autograph or a picture with him. They simply wanted a hug from the guy because he was such a warm and engaging individual, such a kind-hearted dude that people just really truly wanted to enjoy his company. Doc Goldeneye, how are you doing, my friend? What is good? How is everything? I hope you're well. Alright, so we're able to navigate some of the snow a little bit easier because we actually only have probably 1/4 of our cargo left here. So we've got no weight, and that's kind of cool. I'm okay with that. But yeah, Michael Clark Duncan, he was in a bunch of other stuff, but the Green Mile I will always remember him from because he was such an iconic actor with such a commanding stature. Yes. So the 31st, when is the 31st? I forget when the 31st is, but we do get Memorial Day this, the end of the month we get Memorial Day. That was sad news. I was a bit bummed out. Yeah, and it was a heart thing, I believe. Doing good. Stupid allergy. Cough won't go away, but it's a improvement over last week, so good. Yeah, allergies are no fun. Allergies are no fun at all. And speaking of which, really weird thing that happened. So I was cleaning the coffee maker that I have at work, and I took my head and I'm twisted up like this, and I'm actually cleaning underneath. So where you slide the coffee grounds in. So I'm looking up like this, and I'm cleaning and I'm cleaning and I'm cleaning, and I feel in my sinuses some stuff kind of moving around. So as I finish cleaning, I right my head, and all of a sudden I had liquid just start streaming out of my sinuses. And it was one of the most strangest experiences because I've never actually had that happen. I was like, wait a minute, are my brains actually finally running out of my skull? Certainly hope not. Okay, so delivered to a factory in White Valley. Okay, so this is all stuff to White Valley. So cargo container, concrete slabs. Ooh, so this is all stuff that's going to come from... This is all stuff that's going to come from where? Probably... Not... Is it White... Yeah, it's... Wait, is it going to come from White Valley, or where's it going to come from? Let's check the map. It's Victoria Day on Monday for Canadians, but us Canadians call it May Long Weekend or May 2-4 Weekend. That's not a bad thing. So, excuse my ignorance, because I am not Canadian, although I appreciate our neighbors to the north, and it probably would only take me a handful of hours to get to the Canadian border, because I'm in New England. What is Victoria Day? And by extension, what does Victoria Day mean to you if it is like one of those types of holidays? So White Valley, all this stuff, but none of this stuff is available. So it's all got to come from... Northport has the cargo containers. Mountain River has the concrete slabs. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. In 2022, the Victoria Day holiday is on Monday, May 23rd. Victoria Day is a Canadian statutory holiday celebrated on the Monday preceding May 25th in every province and territory. It honors Queen Victoria's birthday. You know what? Thank you for that. Now I know. Because it's always nice learning new things. And one of the best things about being here, and honestly one of the best things about being on Twitch in general, is I get to talk to all of you wonderful people, and I get to learn things. And I honestly think it's fantastic to be able to learn so much. Also, I don't think I'm going to be able to turn around right here. So, I also think I'm going to run out of fuel. Oops. We gotta kind of straighten this out. We gotta sort of straight shot it. I wish Puma was here. I'd really like to play some SnowRunner with Puma. Puma's a good dude. Puma is not going to be streaming for approximately a month. He is out in the field for his job. Yep, now this trailer is completely empty, and we could realistically, I think, swing it like this. And then that'll... Yeah, if we push this into the drink... And potentially... Or actually... Yeah, we'll try to push this thing into the drink. Although, realistically, we need fuel, because we're almost out of fuel. So let's go get our handy-dandy fuel truck. Which is an ANK MK38 civilian. And we use this little fella to transport a considerable quantity of fuel over to our Navistar, because our Navistar is a thirsty, thirsty animal of a truck. Also, I don't know what the fastest route will be. Aha. You know, for some reason, I don't think I ever got the Scout. So I should probably get the Scout as well while I'm kind of milling about down here. Because everybody needs a Scout. Okay. I've never actually visited Canada. I should get my passport so that I can go to Canada. I also hear the Canadian side of Niagara Falls is utterly gorgeous. And I would like to visit Niagara Falls one of these days. And it's, I think it's like less than 5 hours away. Possibly less than 4 hours away. And I would be remiss to not make a trip like that. So that's a thing. Right. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. No! No! Well, that's unfortunate. So, our fuel truck has seen fit. Will you go over the falls in a barrel? Only if they allow me to go over the falls in a barrel if I am naked. Because then I'll be streamlined. The truck decided to take a nap. You are 100% correct. Let's see. I think Pedro Bay is accessed faster through White Valley. All right, so let's go to White Valley. Let's move to the garage in White Valley. Michael Clark Duncan died to complications as he was recovering from a heart attack. Okay. Yeah, see, Hilo, whatever question you have, I've got irrefutable logic that goes along with it. Michael Clark Duncan was also in the... What the hell was it? It was the one of the Scorpion King movies, right? GMC Brigadier. Let's find a capable truck that will allow us to right our unfortunate mistake. See, we could just drive out there with a Tatra Phoenix and, you know... I don't know. What do we want to use to... Armageddon as well. That was another fantastic role of his. He's an all-around great actor. Absolutely great actor. Yeah, we could do the Freightliner and watch us bounce all over the place. Because that would be a great idea. What do we want to use? What would we like to use? I don't know. Use another Navistar. Tractor Man, how are you this evening? It is so good to see you. What's new? You know what? Freightliner. Let's use a Freightliner. I like this guy. For some reason, it kind of looks like it's sitting pretty high. Very interesting. What do we want for the back of this little fella? How about... So we don't want a crane, because a crane will kind of add a little bit too much weight. Sideboard bed would be okay. Sideboard bed and loading crane would be interesting. That would be... Don't need a towing platform. But tell you what. How about a flatbed? And a loading crane. Flatbed and loading crane, just in case. Then we need... Rid of those highway tires. Why do we have any highway tires in our inventory that are not sold yet? We need chain tires is what we actually need for traversing the ice. So we'll do that. So we get these guys there. So we want 47 all chains. All those guys. Make sure that we have the most powerful winch we have. And let's hit the road. There is my gaggle of loafs. It's like a bag of Skittles over there. It's like this colossal bag of Skittles. But it's fun. It's a fun bag of Skittles. Taste the rainbow, my friends. Taste the rainbow. I love Skittles. I am a fan of probably the grape Skittles, most of all. Oh. Come on. Let's go. Grape Skittles are where it's at. And I don't need anybody telling me that the flavor of the Skittles actually isn't in the Skittles, it's only in the candy shell. That is witchcraft and tomfoolery? But that's just my opinion. Rolves! Give that wolf a banana. Give me some grape Skittles. Then we're talking. I think he's up there with Bob Saget and Don Rickles. Just plain nice guy. Nobody has anything bad to say. Yeah, Bob Saget, you're right. Bob Saget was probably one of the nicest guys in Hollywood. I was listening to a lot of comedians. Bob Saget would randomly just make sure people were good. Like, his friends, he would make sure that they were doing all right. Now I want a banana. Does a wolf eat a banana? They're not omnivores. They're carnivores. How long do you let a banana go before you don't eat it? Like, are you adventurous enough to eat a banana that has a completely like a totally brown banana peel and might have like some little bruising and stuff like that? I only eat the strawberry and grape Skittles. Well, Melissa Headcase, not that I would only eat the strawberry and grape. Grape is my favorite. Strawberry is my next favorite. Much like Daredevil is the best, and then everything else is kind of okay after that. So. Alright, so let's go rescue ourselves from ourselves. Because that's what we're gonna do. Dun, da, da, da. Bum, 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 bum. So, the interesting thing is they're going to make the Season 7 DLC focus more on racing. These trucks don't handle remotely decently. These trucks take damage when they go too quickly down a completely flat, paved road. They start taking all manner of suspension damage. But that's one thing apparently they are going to address, is the amount of damage that it takes when it goes down roads, or how much damage it takes in general. Because there's some really messed up stuff in this game in regards to how these trucks actually deal with the damage that they take. Whoa, see, there we go. And we slid into the pole. Melissa and Storm will fight over the strawberry and grape Skittles, potentially. That is a Thunderdome moment right there. 2 individuals enter and only 1 leaves with the bag of Skittles. Specifically, a bag of grape Skittles. Literally ate some last night and threw away the orange and lime and lemon. You threw them away? That is an absolute waste. Bryan Cranston does the same thing, keeps in touch with his former coworker. Bryan Cranston's cool. I like Bryan Cranston in Malcolm in the Middle. He was phenomenal as Hal. He was a hysterical, funny, great actor as Hal. And it was amazing to see his turn in Breaking Bad. Even though, yes, there was still some elements of his kind of goofy character, but yeah, Breaking Bad was wild. Storm will win. I just want all the Swedish fish. I like Swedish fish. Swedish fish are good too. You like the small ones or you like the multicolor ones? The hell what are my allergies acting up so bad this year? I'm sick of dying over here. Why are you dying, Melissa Headcase? You're not allowed to die. You cannot die until the rest of us do. So, there. And now that you are no longer shaping the youth of America, for the next number of weeks and or months, you're not allowed to expire. How dare you? How dare you, sir? Allergies, I've been lucky. I've never actually had allergies. I love Breaking Bad. I binge watched that in a week. So I was late to the Breaking Bad, you know, world. Small red, fishy, 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 fishy. Bork, vert, vert, bork, vert, vert, bork, verty, ver. It's all good. That's good. Grape. No, blackberry. It's not grape, it's blackberry. I've always wanted to try Faygo. Faygo is not native to New England. We cannot get that up here. We would probably have to have it trucked in. Although, conversely, not most of the rest of the world, or not rest of the country has Moxie. Moxie Cola. If you've never had Moxie, and you ever see Moxie in a store, you should absolutely try yourself some Moxie. All right, so we just go straight, and then we bang right. Moxie, I actually transported a trunk full of Moxie to Pennsylvania. Melissa Headcase! Thank you for the 20 bits. You delightful human being. And 15 more bits with the little creepy crying dude, and then hearts with faces, which is also unique. Thank you. Watched the first 2 seasons so far, but couldn't get really into it. I watched it to watch it because I was late to the party with Breaking Bad. You'll ship me Faygo and sugar cookies. Now, Faygo comes in like orange and red and purple colors, I believe. It is the preferred drink of the North American Juggalo. And the Shamrock. I like the Shamrock Shake from McDonald's. Shamrock Shake from McDonald's, that weird green viscous fluid. It's not bad. And thank you again, Melissa Headcase. Melissa Headcase. You've got a head, you've got a case. Your name is Melissa, you're Melissa Headcase. Fanta. Oh, Fanta! Grape Fanta. You like orange? I think grape Fanta is where it's at. Grape Fanta is anything that is the unnatural grape flavor. The North American Juggalo sounds like the topic of a nature documentary. It potentially could. It very well potentially could. Grape Faygo or orange, hands down. So, Melissa Headcase, you've consumed a significant amount of Faygo, I take it. I've been cutting too much hay with a straight pipe tractor, and I think my hearing is gone. Jeez! Guess what? I've got to break open a new container, because I went through the last one, and they were starting to get stale. Oh. I'm dropping. Yeah. You have two more cows on your cheese farm in Stardew Valley. That is awesome. Fishy, 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 fishy. But Tractor Man, as I was saying, one of the things that you absolutely need to protect, hands down, is your hearing. I went to way too many concerts, and I've been around way too much very loud equipment, and hearing is important, especially when, like, eventually you get, like, the tinnitus and the ringing in the ears. You don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. Husky Man, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Very, very awesome of you. Stellar individual. I can get notified when we go live, and now you've got access to all kinds of goofy little follower-only emotes as well. All the wacky stuff that we end up throwing around. Like, Stardew Valley, for me, I can appreciate, but it's not for me because it's the wrong speed. I like either isometric or top-down, like old-school RPG-style games. Those I like. I don't need to, I don't know, I don't think I need to build a cheese farm. Although I will steal all the cheese on someone else's farm. So Ogremar, Uber Eats is suggesting that eating tape or soap is okay, which is a bad thing. Why are they suggesting that you eat tape or soap? That does not seem like an intelligent thing. The reason Bryan Cranston was in Malcolm in the Middle was simple. The scriptwriters were competing with each other on how to challenge Bryan Cranston to say, I'm not going to eat that, or I can't do that in all of the seasons of Malcolm in the Middle. Bryan Cranston did whatever the scriptwriters came up with, not batting an eyelid. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I like Bryan Cranston. And you know what? He wasn't really on the radar for anyone before Malcolm in the Middle. Like, at all. Ogremar, I will say it right out of the gate here. Eating soap is not a good idea. Unless it's non-toxic, hypoallergenic, and you want to blow bubbles with your backside. I can't understand another reason why eating soap would be even remotely intelligent. Yeah, so there is that. I mean, it could be your cheese, Hilo. When you see a Khajiit in ebony mail start skulking about your farm, be wary of your cheese wheels, my friend. Be wary of the cheese wheels. All right. So, how do we do this? We went to the right. Whenever Uber Eat ad popped up, I'd mute the stream to avoid hearing a guy eating soap. Ooh. That's just weird. Now, if you had soap that, like, if it looked like soap, but it was actually, like, white chocolate, kind of melted and reconstituted as, like a Dove bar, or a mint chocolate chip, like Hershey's that's done like an Irish Spring, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. All right. So, let us attempt to get this little fella back on his wheels. All right. Maybe I can get my in-game wife and husband to help. Must protect the cheese. Yes. The protection of the cheese is key. All right, come on. Come on. All right. So we did that. Winch. And then winch to the top side. There we go. Up, up, and over. There we go. And that is how the cookie crumbles. Or the banjo banges. I don't know. All right. Back to the A&K. See, this is probably one of the worst vehicles to have as a fuel vehicle, simply because it's very high center of gravity. Did someone say cookies? Yes. The cookies, they will crumble, my friend. The cookies, they will crumble. Also, Melissa Headcase was discussing sugar cookies. And then actually said she would ship sugar cookies to me with Faygo, which is an odd combination, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm entirely okay. I would completely do that. But no, back to the story of Moxie. Moxie is a product of Maine, and it has like a clove black licorice flavor, and it's very strange. Very, very strange soda. They actually make an energy drink version of it, which doesn't taste anything like the regular soda version. But here's the thing. The soda typically only winds up in New England, and it doesn't really travel too much further. So when I went to a friend of mine's wedding, who had a wedding in Pennsylvania a couple years back, I think it was 2018. 2018, I think. 2018 or 2019, right around there. My friend got married. I decided to load up the trunk of my Camaro with probably, it had to have been 28 cases of soda. And it was a significant amount of weight in the back of my Camaro. Why don't we go check out that Scout? Let's see if we can get that. I'm pretty sure we should be able to get that Scout. So, with that much weight in the Camaro, it was a very strange ride down, and the car drove funny, because when you've got a car that's not really used to transporting that much weight in the back, and you just kind of drive down, say, like, did I go the Jersey Turnpike? No, I went through Connecticut further. I forget what route I took, but yeah, there was a lot of soda in the back. And if you can do the mathematical equation as to what do we do with that thing? Can we drive it? Can we do anything with it? No, we can't. Very peculiar. We have no tasks for it. We have nothing for this truck, which is the weirdest of things. Very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. But yeah, if anybody can do 28 times... So 28 cases, which is 12 cans per case of... Or 12 cans per 12 pack of soda. There's some mental gymnastics there, and I'm not really going to get into it, but that's okay. I wonder why I can't get that thing. That's sort of weird. I don't know. Just keep going. That's fine. I've got plenty of Scouts as it is. I don't need any more. Thank you very much. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill up the Navistar, and then we're going to go back to the trailer store. We're going to sell the 8-slot trailer, and then we will transport ourselves back to White Valley. And then we'll see about getting these cargo containers and concrete slabs. Which I think a cargo container is a 2-slot, and concrete slabs are also a 2-slot? Okay, we're heading the right direction. That's 6? Is that 6? Or are they 3 slots? I can't remember. Now I really want some cookies, damn it. Melissa Headcase, why must you taunt me with sugar cookies? Now, are you frosting the sugar cookies, or how are you doing that? How's that work? What's going on with that? All right. We're gonna go fill this bad boy up. As long as we don't fall over. The best challenge was an episode where Brian had to dust off his skills as a former pro old school roller skater. Sure enough, 3 weeks later, Brian came rolling in on the set on old school roller skates and knocked it out of the studio. That marked the end of the first round of the scriptwriters trying to get one over on Cranston. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. I'm a fan. Bryan Cranston just, his comedic timing is impeccable. All right, refuel. All right, let's fill this thing up. Mountain Lion, my friend, happy Thursday to you. Hope all is well in the land that is you. What's shaking? How goes? We are attempting to get our deposit back on our trailer. And, well, it's a pretty big trailer. And now it's daylight. Let's make, let's make this work. Make it work. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. That, my friend, is what I like to hear. And it's always good to hear that you're doing good. What does the weekend consist of? Any good plans, or are you babysitting, or are you traveling? What do you got going on? You know what? Actually, I have an idea. Let's just jackknife the trailer like this, and then proceed to attempt to make a 10-point turn, Austin Powers style, because we can. And that's what we're going to do. And then maybe we'll just kind of drag this trailer around. There we go. There we go. There we go. We get the power. You have your 40-year class reunion this weekend. Oh, fantastic. Are you... Okay, so here's the question. Are you looking forward to it, or are you lamenting it? Something tells me you're probably looking forward to it, and you're going to roll in there like, yep, I'm doing good. Also, where do we have to go? We have to go to the trailer store. Okay. So we can go here, loop around, and then down here to the trailer store. This works for me. This does work. I think they were going to try to do a 25-year class reunion for us, but I don't know. We never really had a class reunion committee, I guess. Looking forward to it for sure. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Everybody gonna roll in there with the name tags that say who they are so everybody can recognize everybody else. Did anybody ever see the news about when Chris Evans went to his high school reunion? And he rolled in there and he wore a name tag just like everybody else that said, "Hello, my name is Chris Evans," and he had a great evening. He's actually local. Chris Evans is from a couple towns over. It's pretty cool. I think Chris Evans probably made the best Captain America. When you consider anybody else who could have been Captain America, Chris Evans made the best Captain America. Because even beyond just the movie, Chris Evans embodies, I think naturally, Captain America. Like, that dude is Captain America. So I'm hunting on the back 40 for a muffler for the right size, because as much as I like the sound of a straight pipe 310, Waukesha i6, it gets loud after. Yeah, Tractor Man, do me a favor and save your hearing. Save your hearing. There were only 28 students that graduated with me, with only 6 girls in our class. Interesting ratio. Very interesting ratio. Were you like a small rural high school, or how did that work? All right. Power! And let's pull. There we go. Good to go. Now we're cooking with gas. Or diesel. No, maybe kerosene. But actually, I never finished my my car cooking story. So, if you did follow David Freiberger as he drove across the country to go to Key West, or whatever the most southern point in Florida is, Dave Freiberger, I believe, drove from California all the way to Florida. And one of the stops he did, and they were driving a Jeep. Tractor Man! They were driving an old flat fender Jeep. Thank you, Tractor Man. And his co-pilot was Rick Payway, who's one of the old school Peterson off-road types. And they actually used the exhaust manifold of the Jeep to cook meals on. Freiberger's got some weird and interesting culinary delights that he delves into. But it's kind of cool, though. It's actually really kind of cool being able to cook food on the exhaust manifold of a vehicle. So if you ever have to do that, you can. If you want to cook a can of something, you can use the exhaust manifold of a vehicle. Just make sure that you open the can first. Takes a little bit of trial and error. So we can kind of loop around here. We can make this happen. This is the thing we can do. But yeah, wrap a sandwich or a burrito or a wrap or something in tinfoil and put that bad boy right on an exhaust manifold. Cook away. Let's just percolate. I mean, it's not going to be like 400 degrees for 15 minutes kind of thing. An exhaust manifold, while it gets very hot, does not probably get as hot as you'd need. So you're probably not going to want to cook like chicken on an exhaust manifold or something like that. Yes, I like my chicken done medium rare. What? No. No. We don't want that. Alright. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. There we are. Alright, we're making progress. We're making actually quite a bit of progress. This thing has been an absolute beast through here. And it's not the snow of, like Kola Peninsula or any of like that super snow that you tend to get in a lot of the later DLC maps. But this is still some decently difficult negotiable terrain. I'm currently paintbrushing my... Why are you paintbrushing your cookies? Like, explain this to me. This is rather curious to me. You're paintbrushing your cookies. Which seems like an interesting use of time. Would you be better served with, like, a paint roller? Like, what's going on there? Doobie-doobie-doo. Skibidi-bop-bop-wow. Alright. What color are you even using? Like, what are you using to paint cookies? Like, I know you've got a brush, but then are you using, like, frosting? Are you using, like, homemade icing? Like, how does that even work? Logistically, my brain is doing backflips over how all of this is, like, planned out and working. Yeah. Also, I still want some bananas, too. I would like some bananas right now. Thank you very much. You'll send a video? Okay. Okay. See how this goes. Hey, look at that. There's steel beams on this trailer over here. Okay, so this is the trailer store. And let us sell back. There we go. So you can't make gold icing. Why would you make gold icing? Like, how does that work? Whoa. I use this gold powder mixed with vodka and paint it. Can't you use, like, Goldschlager? What are those supposed to be? Like, what shape is that? They're... Oh, I know. I gotcha. Graduating hats. Little graduation hats. Right? Little graduation hat doodad thingamajiggers. Potentially. Maybe? I don't know. That's kind of wacky, though. Graduation gap. See, I knew it. Ha ha. All right. Let us recover. And I think if this goes back to White Mountain, that would be kind of cool. A graduation cap. Where is the graduation gown? Yep. Okay. We went back to White Valley. So that's pretty good. White Valley. Good. I don't even know if we had a reunion, a school reunion, if I would even go. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I mean, maybe, potentially. I had a decent sized graduating class. There was like 150, 200 kids, I think. Okay, so we have to pick up stuff from... I think we have to go to Northport to pick up stuff the school colors are gold and black. Gotcha. Oh, that's right. Okay. So we have to go to the port to pick up cargo containers. All right. Mine would be 21 this year. Back to here. Actually, you know what? Let's go recover some of the vehicles that we were making use of. Like the Freightliner, the very friendly Freightliner. Friendly Freightliner. Cargo truck and services. Actually, you know what's going to be cool about this? The DLC update for Season 7, or number 7, it's going to be the next-gen console update. So this is actually going to be set for next-generation consoles, which is awesome! But at least that's just my opinion. I certainly hope it's pretty decent. Oh, you do have gowns as well. You hilarious little human being, you. You've thought of everything. Pedro Bay. Every time I say Pedro Bay, it reminds me of Pedro from Ash vs. Evil Dead, who's a fantastic damn character from Ash vs. Evil Dead, and I would like to see the actor who played Pedro in more roles than just Ash vs. Evil Dead. And I've been rewatching a lot of... I'm like, I'm halfway through Season 2, I think. I love that show. That was such a great show. And it was an absolute mistake when they cut it short. And diplomas. Aha. Like, they should not have cut that show short. There's no reason they should have done that. Alright, so why don't we go to the garage over here? Walla Walla, Washington. Northport, Alaska. That's the GMC 9500 in the illustration. That is right, this little guy right, boop. Well, he was right there, but that's, you know. So, all right. A cargo container. I think a cargo container is 2. So if I use a twin steer? Maybe if I use a twin steer. Check that out. Let's check out where our twin steers are. Cake burrito. We're just goofing around. We're having a good time. I am a okie dokie, but I appreciate the offer. We're gonna hop in a twin steer. We're gonna go hop in a twin steer, and we're going to go get some cargo, and we're gonna go bring it to White Valley. And I think the cargo container is... So, okay. You know what? If the cargo container turns out to be... No, it's not oversized cargo. It's a regular cargo container, so it realistically should be... It should be 2 slots. Millie Heather! What is happening? Which one is? The truck or... I have no idea what you're referring to now. Could be a million different things. Like that signpost. Or that power pole. Or that pine tree. Or that building over there, that factory. That service plaza. Well, the truck's cute too? Okay. This is an awesome truck. I love this truck. It's one of my favorite trucks too. The Navistar is probably still more of one of my favorites, but this truck is... It's a particular vehicle that requires a considerable amount of finesse to operate effectively because it has such a rigid chassis. Like, there's no flex to it. Most of the other trucks in this game actually have frame twist and flex. High up off the ground and roll over them zombies. That is if I don't drive into a power pole first, because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I very much feel like the previous truck I was using, the one with the digital camo, is more akin to, say, the War Rig from Fury Road. I love that truck. That truck is such an awesome truck. And that truck is actually based off of a Tatra truck. And we actually do have Tatra trucks in this game. Sorry, eyes on the road? No, 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 no. We will multitask, because that's what this is all about. And I take damage because I simply raised the bridge. But we are... Oh, oh, there we go, bouncing around. See, it doesn't even matter if my eyes are on the road or off the road. I probably do better when I'm sitting here talking to chat, pretty much just like this. We get big bumpers. We get big bumpers. Alright, so before we load the cargo... So why is it called cargo and not truck go? Bounce it off the bumpers? Absolutely. Bouncy, bouncy. Alright, backup beeper. Cargo management. Alright, we want... Cargo containers are 2. 1, 2. Voila. Alright, so with the 2 cargo containers, we're going to take this stuff to... It's got to go... So one's got to go to the oil rig service site, and one has to go to the air dome. So it's actually got to go 2 different places in White Valley. Oil rig site, so that's not too bad, because that's right off the main road, because we'll be coming right out of there. Up there, drop it there, and then all the way down to the airdrome. Okay, No, we can totally do this. This is a thing that we can make happen all the time. All day, every day. And then... Okay, and it's the first exit that we can just bounce right up to for White Valley. Yeah, I like this. We're pretty good. Pretty good. Dibbity dibbity. Dibbity doo dah. Dibbity yay. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Alright. So now we have our cargo. We are set. And I'm also kind of hungry. See, we've been discussing food for far too much, and now I am actually kind of hungry. And that's a travesty. It's kind of gross outside. King Car 503, what is good? How are you doing? Yeah, Millie Heather, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do for food. I kind of have a craving for, like, Wendy's. I would totally do a bourbon bacon burger right now. But then again, their chicken nuggets are actually pretty good. I am doing quite well. Hope you are having a pretty decent evening on your end of things. I'm here in Alaska. We've gone back to Alaska, and we're sort of wrapping up some stuff that they added in with various different DLCs, and we're just kind of goofing off. We're pretty much just killing time until the DLC hits on the 31st of this month. So we get a substantial upgrade in terms of this game will be optimized for the new consoles. It's 20 past midnight. I'm debating opening my... Ritz crackers are good. If you get the garlic Ritz crackers, but I also need sleep. Well, can't you sleep eat? That's what I do. Sleep eat. Just don't choke. Oop. Don't slide. Don't slide. You have the Series X? Yeah. So I'm on the PlayStation 5, and I am very much looking forward to the next generation console update for this game. So for the Series X, for the PlayStation 5, it should be awesome. It should be so awesome. I'm kind of worried that from what people have been saying about Season 7, that it's short. It's only a single map. It is Tennessee. Ah! No. Well, at least we bounced on all four wheels. Excuse me, 8. Yeah, 4 wheels up front. Yep, we bounced on 4 wheels. Okay. Sleeping is optional, Tractor Man. King Car, how far have you made it through the various seasons? Or have you played since release of this game? I mean, I have been playing this game since release, and it is hands down one of my absolute favorite games to play. That said, I've never actually gone for a hard mode playthrough, and I don't know. I intentionally make things difficult enough for myself that I don't feel that I need to justify a hard mode, because I do stupid things like using the completely inappropriate vehicle. You're about 30% or more. Awesome. You have so much more to go. So much more to go. And there is just a ton of content in this game to keep people interested. It is kind of, but I don't sleep. I end up a mess. Mental health joys. If I get overtired, it's worse. Well, then can't you budget yourself a couple of crackers and take a nap? Or how's that work? You're working on Maine. Maine is a lot of fun. Maine was one of my more favorite maps, especially coming off of... Here, I'll show you. So Maine was great after coming off of the Amur region. Maine was a lot of fun. It was not too difficult. It was not too hard. It was just right. It was a right amount of gaming. It's a great map to explore. It's a great map to just drive around. And scouts are actually viable on that map, which is pretty nice. You're almost done? We've pretty much wrapped up Maine, I believe. Not hungry exactly. They're just sat there looking at... Ah! So it's because they're simply there that you just kind of want to eat things. Alright. Oh, okay. So we're going to drag ourselves up and over these rocks. Alright, there we go. That works. You just took your bedtime meds because you'd forgotten? There's always NyQuil. Pro trucker. I am much like all other things. I know a lot. I just don't apply it. King Car! Thank you so very much for that. I appreciate the follow, my friend. You also now gain access to the kind of handful of weird follower-only emotes for the channel. And, yeah. There's a little bit of goofy stuff there. Enough to keep, at least, myself interested and amused. I am working on another channel point redemption. It is in the pipeline. So... it's a good time. So we've gone back to Alaska, just because there was a bunch of stuff that they added as the DLC cycles went through, and they added more missions to previous maps, which is, I felt something that they had needed to do for the longest time. Not that, excuse me, not that sort of prescription? Well, okay. If you say so. Which you do. As you've stated. That's okay. There's all kinds of stuff there. Alright, so I am now here. Okay, yeah. So the great thing about this is, with the shortcut right from Northport to White Valley, it completely shaves a significant amount of time off of our journey. But it's not that it's not that time is an issue or anything like that. Like, none of these are timed tasks. Ouch. None of these are timed tasks. So we can take our time just poking along with the absolute dirt slowest vehicles that we want to, and just drive. Alaska doesn't have shortcuts. It has snow and trees. Yes, it does. It's got a lot of snow and trees. And it's also got an airport. And a runway. And a nice long straight stretch of road that we can hurtle vehicles off of the edge to see how far they will land. I don't know if... does Alaska have Wendigos? That is a very good question. Because the Wendigo is more of a... it's more of a native population. Or is it the skinwalkers? All them trees? Why do people argue about what consoles are better? The gap between which console is better is significantly shrinking. And it's not so much about the console anymore. It's about the services attached to that console's manufacturer. You have the Xbox Microsoft Game Pass, and you've got PlayStation Plus. Nintendo 64, obviously. Thank you for that, Millie Heather. Well, they only found one muffler with the right size intake pipe. Worked for 10 minutes. The little stubby Milwaukee Impact, only to get it off and realize it was rusted out. That is unfortunate. Oh, the original Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis, that was... I loved the start screen for Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis. But around the... I think we get the Sega Genesis, but everybody else got the Sega Master System. Is that how it went? I forget. Oh yeah, we never did our headlights. And that's our horn. Sega Mega Drive. Okay. Sega Mega Drive. Yeah, we get the Genesis here. So this is over... Is that little pathway on the right-hand side? Millie Heather, exactly. Mega Drive, okay, Hilo, thank you. Yeah, we get the Sega Genesis. And one of the things that I remember... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. One of the things... we're not seeing any of this right here. One of the things that I remember from the Sega Genesis was Altered Beast. Altered Beast was one of the hands-down best Sega Genesis games. Oh no, we're good. Really good. We are absolutely 100% cool as a cucumber. You know why? Because we have technology. And also, we have a very large amount of stuff. I am 16, had my learners for about one and a half hours, or... All right, what do we want to use? We want to use DJ Trailway. What's going on, my friend? Months? 1.5 months? King Car, what are you driving, my friend? What are you driving, and what do you want to be driving? I got you. Don't worry about it. I know you're saying months. It's totally good. You know what I want to use? I want to use... I'm going to use a truck with a crane, but I need to find the right truck. And I don't know where I put it. So there's that. Is it like a Kia Forte, like a sporty one, or you got like a crossover SUV? Cat meow? You get your learners this year? Tractor Man, that is cool, dude. We want a what? Glad to see they still have... Yes, they do! So, it's a stick. King Car, that is very cool. That is very, very cool. Ooh, we could put a crane on that. My Camaro, it's a 6-speed. Daddy gave me my first car, spoiled. Well, Millie Heather, that's very cool. So, my first... Okay, that's what I want. White Western Star, right there. So, my first vehicle was a 1971 International Harvester pickup truck. It was cool. Yeah, my car is... my Camaro has a 6-speed. My Trailblazer has an automatic. And it's totally okay. I worked and slaved to buy my first car, and I can't even legally drive it yet. But you have it. You have it, and it's ready for you when you are good to go, all set, ready to rock. Mom's is an automatic because it's a disability card. Gotcha. All right. Oh, yeah, four-wheel drive. We gotta use that. Oi. All right, let's keep going. Come on. Motivate, buddy. Get you through here. You long little doggy. Alright. There we go. Almost. Almost not. I also bought both my daughters their first car. I had to buy my own first truck. I've always bought my vehicles. And I'm kind of okay with that, but that's me. But then again... I think I paid like less than $1,000 for my first vehicle. My dad has a 68 Camaro Z28 King Car. Awesome. That is cool. Big block, small block, automatic, standard. What do you got, man? Then he got me my second car too. My current one, he spoiled. You know what? If you can, you can. That's what you do for kids. So... But then again, there is lessons to be learned about, like, working for your stuff. But you know what? Life is hard enough as it is. And if you can do something like that, then it's not like I have kids. And I ain't giving nobody a vehicle. Well, no, technically I gave my brother a vehicle. My dad always says, I don't care what car you buy as long as you pay for it. There is something to be said for that, and I completely respect Tractor Man, your father's viewpoint on that. well, when does dad support stop? You never know. He has a 43 Buick Roadmaster, big block and oh, dude, that's cool, man. King car, that is awesome. So my Camaro, it's a lot newer. It's 2010, and my Camaro is a 2010 Transformers Edition Camaro. You have the 6.2 liter LS3 with a 6-speed Tremec, and I love the transmission. I put an MGW flat stick in that thing, and it shifts perfectly. My first one was a Skoda Fabia, and he used it first and fixed it up, so he and I both knew it was reliable. And then this one is a Honda CR-V, both secondhand, but she's awesome. I love her. It's exactly what I need. See, that's the thing. There are two schools of thought when it comes to cars and transportation. There is A to B transportation. There is get in the vehicle, it will get you from point A to point B. That's fine. If that is your, methodology and thought process on a vehicle, that's entirely cool, and I completely respect that. But then you've got a lot of other people who are car people, and they see a vehicle as not just A to B transportation, but an extension of their personality. It's like deciding on what shirt to wear. It's what you present to the world. If you drive from somewhere to somewhere in your car and you feel that your car is a part of you, an extension of what you like, what you're into, what your interests are, it can be sleek and subtle. It can be brash and arrogant. It can be loud. It can be quiet. Anything like that. I dig that. And I've always been a car dude. I have always been a gearhead. I have always been into cars and trucks and muscle cars and all kinds of stuff. He surprised me with a Skoda. It was awesome. She has a red and black steering wheel cover and a pumpkin fairy lights in the back window. I mean, you can't beat that. I had a Honda CR-V that I use as a shooting target that I actually blew it up with some tannerite. All right. My dream car is a Koenigsegg Jesko 2020 with 1600 horsepower king car. I think a lot of people would say that is an absolute dream car to them as well. And that is a fantastic choice of a car. Those are more like rolling works of art than anything else. Tractor, you are banned from anywhere. So, king car. And anybody who is new to the channel, and I really appreciate you guys coming around and following and everything else, we do a thing on Fridays. It's Forza Fridays. We actually play Forza on stream. So if anybody has any interest and has Forza... Ooh, yeah, there we go. We play Forza on Fridays. Practice shooting on a smaller target than a car or a human, just so you know. So, yeah, if you guys... Yeah, just... I mean... We all see how well the English did during the American Revolution and how well that they shot. Totally okay. You can take your musket and you can put it back above your fireplace mantle. It's entirely all right, Millie Heather. I also have an Xbox, yes. I also have the Xbox Series X. I'm sorry, I had to throw that out there. I'd like to own a 70 Plymouth Superbird or a Dodge Charger Superbird. Yes, expensive and very, very outrageously rare. But cool cars. Really cool cars. So, yes, we do Forza on Fridays. I have an Xbox Series X, and if you guys want, I want a converted double-decker bus. That is cool. That is very, very cool. And anybody who wants to race together on Friday, we set up races with A-class cars. So we stick to A-class because it's a nice balance between performance speed, vehicle availability, price point, and it's generally just all around easier to deal with, you know, A-class cars like that. So we do A-class cars, but cheese. So you guys, you ever eat cheese? Cheese is a funny thing. Cheese is a strange thing. I always wonder, like, what is cheese? Where does it come from? Do you car meat ever? I haven't yet. I have not yet. Hilo. Yeah, cheese is a very big thing that we have here on the channel as well. So cheese is a fun thing. Cheese is always a fun thing. We don't really do too much of a car meet kind of thing, but we have a good time. We have a good time. We had a blast. We had probably, I want to say like 8 to 10 people who sort of rotated through, and let's do cheese. Cheese indeed, Hilo. With this comically oversized container of cheese. I like goldfish. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. All right. Try not to tip this bad boy over. There we go. Swing this over on this side. There we go, because we almost tipped. In my defense, the CRV was a 2001 model, I think, that we get for free. Its engine had a horrible rod knock, although it never blew up. It was rusty, but it did have a 5-speed manual. There is that. There is that. Did it have the table in the back? Yours has a table in the back? This is that's kind of new on me. A table in the back. My Trailblazer has plenty of room in the back, that's for sure. I can throw all kinds of stuff in there. Oh yeah, we got all this stuff bouncing around. It's all good. All right, so let's go put this stuff back on this little fella right here. Not custom either. She came with it. Interesting. Very interesting. Bob Ross. Bob Ross is cool. Bob Ross's mellow vibes. All right. Let's kind of rotate this bad boy right around here. Then we'll get the second one. We'll put it back on, and then we will continue trying to deliver the goods, so to speak. Go. All right. And right there. Okay, perfect. Bob Ross was always very interesting to watch. Gotta go? Well, thank you for being around, and thank you for stopping by. And like I said, Friday, about 5 o'clock, we will kick off some Forza Friday. I'll get some more pictures and spam you with them. I have to tidy her up, though. Also need to, because festival coming up in a couple of weeks. What festival? Are you going to a music festival? Music is good. Music is always good. Drop this down here. Rotate around just a little bit. And there we go. Downloaded Heavy Metal Music Festival at Donington Raceway. Interesting. We tried to blow it up by draining the oil and wedging the throttle wide open so it was hitting red line, but it never blew up somehow. That's rather interesting. That is rather interesting. Or crane. Alright, so let's just kind of back this guy out of the way, but we'll keep him here just in case we need him again. which is probably going to be sooner as opposed to later, because we always need to save ourselves from ourselves for some reason. Change trucks. Pack cargo ever so perfectly. It's almost like we knew what we were doing. If you can believe it. I should take her for a checkup. The engine light came on. Aha. So, Millie Heather, did you end up listening to more of the music that I had suggested for you? I don't think I heard your input on A Killer's Confession. And I was rather curious to know what you had thought. Because it was actually the lead singer of A Killer's Confession that I was playing some Evil Dead, the video game with. You like some of it? The album that I really enjoy the most is probably Remember. The new song that they just released is fantastic. And that one is out on YouTube right now. But yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. It's an interesting and somewhat diverse level of music as well. So the first song, Remember, is actually, it's got a very like country kind of twang to it. Some of them I really like, and some are a bit slower, and I wasn't in that vibe mood. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so we have our one cargo container, and we want to deliver this cargo to someplace, somewhere. We should probably not be careening this quickly down a dirt muddy road that could potentially put us on our side. So there is that. My trucks don't have a check engine light, so I don't know when. Well, that's certainly something. That is most assuredly something. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Did I hear someone say yes? Remember by A Killer's Confession. That has a little bit of a kind of a country twang to it when you start listening to it. I listen to songs depending on mood, so once I learn which songs have which vibe, I can add them to various playlists that match that vibe. Okay, no, that's cool. That's very cool. I have one playlist on Spotify. It's called My Liked Songs. I have so many songs. Then yes, I did. I just delivered one. I delivered one, and now I am going to deliver the second one. And they are not boxes, they are cargo containers. And actually, funny enough, they bear the name of the company, Saber Interactive, which is the game studio that made this game. And oddly enough, Saber Interactive is the game studio that made the Evil Dead game. What is a container? So check this out. This is a container. It's a giant metal container. The end would open up, and you would pack it filled with all manner of cargo and goods. And this is basically it's for transportation. And they can be loaded with forklifts, they can be loaded with cranes, they can be loaded, because see those little square or rectangular slots? That would be where like a set of forks from a forklift would go through. The little holes on the very top would be where a crane would attach to. And this is what gets loaded onto, say, a cargo ship. It's a box, it's a metal box, it's stored things, and it has sides. Yes, just like a box. Wow. It's a fancy box. It's a cargo container. It holds cargo. It contains cargo. Mexican pizzas are back at Taco Bell. Taco Bell, yes! Super Goat. That might be where I have to go tonight. That may be where. My playlist revolves around country, country rap, heavy metal, bluegrass, with a couple other genres mixed in. Not bad, Tractor Man. Not bad. Yeah, I don't honestly know if I'd ever listen to Struggle Jennings other than at a live show, but I still got to say the dude's nice. He's a very pleasant human being. That is not the road. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Like there. Or conversely, actually, our truck is not nearly fast enough to do what we needed to do. These are all the trucks that we have lined up right there for truck darts. And for all the individuals who don't know what truck darts actually is, we have this wonderful runway right here. We have vehicles that are chosen for their ability to go fast down this runway. This, unfortunately, is not a very fast truck because it only has a 4-speed transmission. The 8-speed highway is much better. But we can still... Oh, it didn't do a full pogo. It was not fast enough to do the full pogo. These vehicles here that are all set up, those are the YAR 87. And they have a very flat back to them, and I can actually set them up on their end and use them as my bowling pins. So it gets very interesting. It gets very, very interesting. Can't really listen to Struggle just by himself, but I can listen when he's on someone else's song. When Waylon and Struggle...
Does that feel good? Yeah!
Shake and bake! Yes, Super Goat. Shake and bake indeed, my friend. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Okay, so concrete slabs. Where are the concrete slabs? So concrete slabs have to go to the factory. District!
Shake and bake! Does that
How you doing, my friend?
Yeah!
We're just hanging out. Living large. My Ritz crackers accidentally got opened. I'm doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good today. We're using a different mug because my really cool horn mug sprung a leak. So we're just kind of goofing around. We're doing some of the stuff that they added in various other DLCs along the way that they added into the older maps. And I like this stuff. This stuff is fun. We were kind of resetting truck darts, and we didn't reset the pins, though. So all the pins are kind of spilled over the side. We still have to transport those back over and set them up. But those are all of our loafs right there. These are all of our Royal BM17s. And we did set up all of the Caterpillar CT680s and the Twin Steers right there. So we've got a healthy amount of stuff to kind of goof around with. And if anybody is interested, you should be following District B13. The ever so awesome District B13, who plays a lot of SnowRunner on hard mode. And you've got some serious perseverance going on there, my friend. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. You have soldiered on through continued bouts of hard mode after hard mode after hard mode. I, however, play regular mode and intentionally do things to make it way more difficult than it realistically should be. It's like, well, why bring a bazooka to a knife fight when we can, we can use a spork. I will use the spork. That is my preferred something. I don't know. Actually, we have to decide. Go to the map. So we need to pick up 2 concrete slabs, and these concrete slabs have to come from Mountain River. Mountain River over here. So Pedro Bay is over there. White Valley's right here. But we can get the concrete slabs. We could go here. You are play the hard mode in your way. Yeah. You're so slow in the emotes. No, you're not slow in the emotes. You're all good, Millie Heather. Don't you worry. You've got Ritz crackers to worry about that just accidentally open themselves up. Or we could go here. So concrete slabs are 4 cargo slots. So potentially go around here. Now, we don't want to go there. We could go here. You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're going to do... I know exactly what we're going to do. So we're not going to make the most intelligent decision again. Because why would we ever want to make the most intelligent decision? We did use the Navistar a whole bunch. The Navistar excels on these older maps because it doesn't have the super mega snow. Surge tanking and contributing music to a rhythm-based first-person shooter coming out called Metal Hellsinger. Interesting. When you murdered that truck, was that forever murdered? No, it was not, actually. Because what we do is we just simply recover to the garage, and we magically make it better. I am the Harry Potter of the SnowRunner world, and I can do things like this, okay? So, we're over here. We've got these vehicles that are, unfortunately, at the bottom of the drink. Check out this little guy. Also, that guy's up there, and he's frozen. Physics no longer matter. Because I am the Harry Potter of SnowRunner, okay? But see, this is what we do. See, you get this little guy? See this little guy? He's like, even that guy over there, he's just kind of like, he's kind of there. He's kind of just like, I am frozen in time. I have no idea what's going on anymore. But I can do expecto reparis. And there we are. Now I just need, like, glitter and rainbows and stuff like that, and a magic wand. But my magic wand would, chances are, be like a connecting rod, and it would just be like, expecto reparis. And then here we are. Completely repaired. 100%. See? See? Alright, but now, let's get back to the task at hand. Because I get sidetracked way too easily. Maybe you've noticed. Your magic wand is a connecting rod. Yes! And actually, you would be surprised at just how large connecting rod... Okay, so connecting rod for your Honda CR-V is probably this tiny little thing. Connecting rod for a V8, significantly bigger. Connecting rod for a diesel truck like this is probably like... It's big. Yes, connecting rod. And there's no innuendo with that, so get that out of your head. We want... Okay. I would usually go with the Dairy Longhorn 3194, but traditionally, too late, you're dead. Okay, that's fine. I mean, roll with it. That's totally okay. Aha. We want this. We want the Freightliner. The 916A1. And I will do some very poor decision making. And I will throw some chain tires on this because that is going to make it good. It's going to make it gooder-er. And we just take forever to scroll through all of the different... There we go. Rear chains, all chains. Boom. Tires. All right. Leave garage. Gooderist. Exactly. We want the gooderist tires. Only the best. So what we'll do is, because we can pick up a trailer at the trailer store right here. So we won't get a trailer right out of the gate over here. We'll wait to get it. Also, this is my field of Skittles. Gonna use that word next time I go to the garage. You should. You absolutely should. I have all the best words. Not really. They just make no sense whatsoever, but that is entirely acceptable. If you find that the words that I say are usable in your day-to-day life, also, at some point in time, I'm going to have to... Oh yeah, we should probably turn on the all-wheel drive. At some point, I should probably move these guys because they are actually in the way. And it's my fault for not moving them. And I just continue to simply to drive around them because I'm too lazy to move them. Even if I just move like 2 or 3 of the trucks. That'd be way too easy. Concrete slabs. Is your field of Skittles made up of the ones that Melissa threw away instead of eating? Yes, they all reconstituted in the form of the loaf, and they want revenge. They want revenge on Melissa Headcase for throwing them in the trash like common garbage. They are screaming for vengeance. And no, that's not like a Judas Priest song. So there's that. The Field of Skittles. So, does anybody else watch Rust... Speaking of fields, does anybody else watch Rust Valley Restorers? Because that's a brilliant show. You're common garbage? No. I would think that you're either rare or epic. Yes, makes sense? Okay. Makes total sense. Everything makes sense. On paper, it makes sense, but in reality, it makes no sense. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland, and we're at the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and there's going to be a very merry unbirthday going down. I don't know whose, but we're going to party down. Yeah, see? Epic. And it goes by that color scheme. Green is common, blue is rare, purple is epic, and orange or gold is legendary. Although Melissa Headcase is currently making, I would imagine, legendary sugar cookies. So there is that. She's painting them gold. Much like the Queen's soldiers, we're painting the roses red. My birthday is 6 months away, so I've got a few unbirthdays. Oh, only a couple. Only a couple. My birthday was in February. Nothing terribly exciting, but there it was. It was there. And it passed. Melissa is legendary sugar cookie and I'm epic gar. No. No, she's making legendary sugar cookies because they're all painted gold. They are all, like, she shared a picture, and them things are gold as gold can be. Also, did I remember to have... Wait a minute. Saddle high required. Okay. So, we want to put flatbed semi. My birthday was less than a month ago, so I guess I have the most unbirthdays. Potentially. She's legendary golden sugar cookies, and I'm... No! What the hell? I think you're now putting words in my mouth. I would much rather have sugar cookies in my mouth. Thank you very much. Oh, wrong way. Go this way. Proceed. Alright. I love this truck. I really, really love this truck, too. So this one, in addition to the Navistar, is also one of my favorites. I just want some cookies now. Chances are I'll go for fast food. But Super Goat has also made me question my life choices about not having the... What was it? The taco pizza? I like putting words in my mouth, words like cheese and cookies. Kilo. See, this is why we get along so well, my friend. And certainly why I appreciate you being here, because you say all the wonderful things. True story. All right. Coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you. Millie Heather, that is not a raccoon. That is what is known as a trash panda. And I certainly hope that you find this term amusing, at the very least. There we go. They are very intelligent creatures. Yay, trash pandas. I want to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't know about anybody else, but I really do want to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Because I'm epic garbage, so at least the trash panda would like... Okay, that... I have no idea how that works. It's just funny. Words. Things. Stuff. It's all good. I sadly do not have any Trash Panda emotes right now. My gift sub to Court ran out a couple of days ago. I don't know if my gift sub is currently... It might have run out. You know what? Honestly, Court is a fun dude. He's a very fun dude. And I really wish I had more of an opportunity to watch his streams, but it's a generic one. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't pay enough attention to that stuff. I'm just like, oh, what am I gonna make for remotes? Oh, this one looks cool. It's a pizza slice. That's me, basically. That's me. But no, he's an exceptionally good and fun individual. Right, make it down this here mountain. So here's the thing. Now, this trail right here technically leads us up and around to where we have to go. You know what? Screw it. We're going to go for it. It may not be the best decision, but it is the decision. So I need to deliver to the factory concrete slabs. I can deliver to the factory concrete slabs. Absolutely. I can do that. The great thing about this truck is its ridiculously short turning radius. And I am so glad that they actually fixed the glitch that was in the steering on this truck. I didn't know it exists until, like, yesterday. I must get him to update the follower raid message with it. What's that? The Trash Panda? Let's go. That was a genius raid message that you had come up with when you had Court raid over here the other day. And I greatly appreciate that. I really, really do. So, bricks, small pipes, cement, and concrete slabs. Two concrete slabs, which take up 4 slots in the cargo. So, oops, ow, that was 18 points of damage right there. So what we're gonna try to do is sorta, kinda try to, there we go. Perfect. I really think they did fix the hitbox on the back of this truck, because usually this trailer and the sideboard trailer of the same size and configuration would hit the back of this truck. Not high range, we want low range. I love this truck though. It's just, it's so rambunctious and wily. That's what it is. Rambunctious and wild. Actually, the factory has a trailer store, so we could potentially drop this off at the factory again too. That's an idea. That is an absolute idea. Actually, what do we have? What's cargo? So it's a long way to the top. So this is medium logs and long logs for the sawmill. The sawmill is on this map, but I have no idea where we get the... And cargo apocalypse. So 8 bricks and 4 concrete slabs. So that's technically... when does the driver get to stop for a cup of tea? The pandas didn't screen spam, oddly enough. Someone should probably move all those big rocks. Well, here's the funny thing about all of this. There is no possible way to move some of this stuff out of the way and have it stay out of the way. And it's so ridiculous because you always get hung up on the same rock. You always get hung up on the same tree branch, the same stump, the same downed log, all of it. It's so crazy. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna live a little. I'm gonna roll the dice, and I'm going to not stop for fuel. I'm not gonna stop for fuel. That's what I'm gonna do. The ferries come in the night and they're back. Chances are. Did anyone see Bright with Will Smith? Loveless Pond! Glad I made it in time. Yes, thank you for popping on in, my friend. How are you doing? I hope everything is going well with your day. We're just here, we're driving around, and we're delivering concrete slabs. We've been delivering cargo and making a wonderful day of it. I don't think I've seen it. So, Bright stars Will Smith as a cop, and I don't know if it's sort of... No, I forget if it's elves came through or orcs came through, but I liked the movie. It was a pretty decent movie, I felt. But it's got fairies in it, and fairies are obnoxious, and they're kind of like feral, almost. Doing great. Got myself some Mexican food for dinner tonight. I hope you're having... I am having a fantastic day. Worked all day, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Had some goofy little stuff going on at work. And now we're here. We've been going for about just over 2 hours. Having a blast with it because I love this game. And it's sort of really getting me primed up for the Season 7 DLC. And I'm feeling really good about that because in the Season 7 DLC, we all get free upgrades to next generation consoles. Elves are the high class, orcs are minorities. Yeah, it's a very large, very heavy-handed dissertation on, like, you know, it's got a very interesting message in there. Lots of films show fairies as, like, friendly cutesy, but you don't mess with the fae. No, you don't. Do not mess with the fae. That was a good movie. You liked it? Super good. I thought it was a great movie. I really thought it was a solid movie. There was a lot of people who dumped on that movie and did not like it. What was that? Joel Egerton. Joel Egerton played the orc partner. He was the first orc police officer, and unfortunately he got assigned to Will Smith, and there were things that happened that were not good. Also, that was a lot of damage to the front end of that guy, but we get the big bash bumper, so we only got a little bit of minor deformation. We're all right though. We're all right. What time is it? Like just past 8. That's all right. We're not going to go too late tonight. Mostly because all of this talk of food has really made me hungry, and the fast food restaurants around here do not stay open very late. I do have access to a Taco Bell, so Super Goat, I may be hitting Taco Bell. It's 1:14 a.m. Millie Heather, I may have to stop streaming just so you go to bed. So there is that. Tight corner, tight corner. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going super late tonight. I do want food. I really want food now. All this talk of cookies and cheese. It is 2:15 there. Man, Hilo, you are way in the future, my friend. What is the future like? What is the future like? Yeah, that would be pretty wild. imagine you wind up. It's rainy. It was raining today. You're not wrong. I wanted to take the Camaro today, but oh my! Can't remember anyone hauling that much cargo in one trip before. Alaska won't forget you. Loader, what is happening? The East Coast be on the same zone of storm. We got a decent chunk of change for that, actually, all things considered. You mean mess with the Fae, America? What? Does America have a Fae problem? America. Alright, there we are. So let's go sell this trailer back. Skadoosh. America. Land of the free, home of the Fae. Is that what you're saying? The Fae are not benevolent. What kind of word is benevolent? Does it involve like birthday balloons or something? I don't know. It's a question for smarter individuals than I. Words. It's a new word? I mean, potentially. I love this truck. This is such a great truck. Whoa, loader! It's only a problem when you can't let your belt out enough after you go... Wow. What is going on? Tomfoolery is going on. That is what's going on. But thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. That is 13 months. 13 months. When you really think about it. That's weird. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Shenanigans are possibly afoot. Ow. I don't know what that does. I don't think that does anything. I don't know if I have that command set up. Potentially. Alright. Supposed to tell me how long I followed you? Foot shenanigans. I don't think that's this type of stream, Hilo. I mean, you may find that at other points. You know what? That's kind of weird. I don't know what particular commands I have enabled for that. But, I don't know. That's a good question. Oop, we bounced. We didn't hit at a particular angle. So instead we just bounced. And the physics in this game are weird sometimes. Physics are pretty good. The weight is very good. Just sometimes things are very bizarre. Nose boop. Is this a co-op game? This is not co-op tonight. We're just kind of bumming about. I have gone back. So, the other day, BT Outlaw wanted us to set up for truck darts again. And I was like, you know what? Absolutely, sure. Let's go back to Alaska. Let's set up for truck darts because we were just hauling lumber in Maine. So we hauled lumber, and then we were like, you know what? We can go set back up for truck darts. So we were moving a bunch of trucks around and stuff. And I noticed that we still had a couple of tasks, and they were tasks that the DLC adds in, like some of the further down the line DLC. And it was actually some pretty cool stuff. Let's find out what some of the other places actually have for additional DLC. So Michigan, I don't think has too much of anything. Steel River Township. Okay. So this is a bunch of logs, timber for the locals, and that's a bunch. So basically that's all moving lumber around. We're in Alaska. What's Tamir have? Oh, okay. A bigger boat. East wind. So this is a lot of logs. All the logs. More logs. Yeah, this is also, went to a dance today and left 30 minutes after I arrived because I got lonely. I am sorry to hear that. What happened, dude? And thank you for popping on in, but, yeah. If you feel like talking about it, or even if you just simply feel like being here, totally understand that too. Back to the global map. So, Tamir had a whole bunch of that. Kola Peninsula. Let's see what that has. Kola Expedition. Strategic Reserve. So, basically what this was is just a bunch of... the one person I went there for left because she got a snake. Like an actual, like a pet snake. Alright, so that's got more lumber. That was Tamir. Kola. What's the Yukon give us? Gold horse mining. Stocking up. Okay, so basically these are just all... Yeah, this is all lumber moving. Pretty sure? Alright. Are you good though, man? We do have... Wait a minute, we've got some stuff that we could do over here. What are you going to do after you complete all the missions? So, on the 31st of this month, the DLC number 7 comes out. It is in Tennessee. It also
just
has...
me? Or is it getting saner and saner these days?
Oh, that's not nearly enough beans. Gonna get some more beans from a buddy Relic. All the beans. After I complete all the missions, what's Yukon got for me? Relic! How you doing, man? That's all lumber. That's all lumber. That's all lumber. So there's a lot of lumber. Beans! I don't know what I'm going to do when I finish. Okay, we're good. Okay. Made a tool today to pull up the tension pulley to change the belt on my car. Just made a hook to pull it to release the belt. I couldn't get the pulley tool into the slot on the side. Yeah, it's funny because you would use like what is it? Either a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch drive ratchet. For some reason that was a link. I think it was only because it had a dot in it. So I'm not really sure. Doing pretty well today. I'm doing good. I worked all day. And after work, we're here. Worked 7 to 5 today. It was a long day. It was filled with a whole bunch of stuff. And it was filled with a whole bunch of mental gymnastics from today as well. So there was a lot of stuff to deal with today. What's M-More? What does M-More give us? I think it's going to be just extra. Yeah. It's all log stuff. It's all log related stuff. What's this? This is more log stuff. But what was this one? Medium logs, evacuation point, and Richter scale. Huh. Okay. So there's some different stuff. You get out of school tomorrow? Awesome to hear. Are you doing anything fun tomorrow though? What are you doing tomorrow? But Loader, actually, so I couldn't get the leverage on my tensioner for my Trailblazer when I was changing the belt. So I ended up because I didn't have a pipe or anything to give me some extra leverage on my ratchet. I ended up taking the ratchet strap. I had a ratchet strap, and I ratchet strapped the end of the ratchet and a bracket on the engine, and I just used the ratchet strap, and it pulled the ratchet over, and it gave me enough leverage to be able to pull the belt off. So that was actually a little bit of ingenious thinking. Hopefully watching your streams. So tomorrow we've got Forza. Tomorrow we have Forza. Do not forget that we have Forza tomorrow. We will have a good time tomorrow. So goofy, hanging out, fun stuff. That's what tomorrow's going to be. Forza, A-class cars. Keep it to A-class, and we'll just do some fun stuff. So keep that in mind. Not in school tomorrow either. That is a good thing. I have Memorial Day coming off. So what time tomorrow? Figure roughly 5 o'clock, just after 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. What do I have tomorrow? I'm going to take my car to work tomorrow. It's supposed to be 95 degrees on Saturday here. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. What's that in real time? I don't know. It's 5 o'clock in Eastern Standard Time. I have no idea. Utterly no idea. I think I'm going to put the window AC in this weekend. Not a bad idea either. Not a bad idea either. Let's see. You know what? We've got these guys. Let's go recover more of them. What time is it for you now? It is 8:30 right now. So if that's figure for you, it's probably going to be 2 hours. No, 3 hours back. Go 3 hours back. So you're probably looking at 10 o'clock, 10:30. 5 hours ahead. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Yar. It sounds like I'm saying yes. Yar. Or a acknowledgement of pirateness. Transport these guys back. So 10 p.m. Yeah, go 10 p.m. Yar. Guys are all skibidi-bop-a-doo-bop-a-doo. Another one. Undead Mitkiff, how are you this wonderful evening? What is good? Just come to America? I mean, you could. You could. Can you actually, would you have enough time to travel to the States? I don't think you would have enough time to be able to do that, oddly enough. There is another, it's another Yar. That's actually the name of the truck. I'm not even making this up. That's the funny thing. It has been a while. I am doing quite well. Thank you very much. I am here. I'm goofing off. I'm doing just weird, wacky stuff with my, you know, trucks and whatnots. And, yeah, we're just having fun. Not the way they treat you at customs in the States. I don't know how they treat you at customs in the States. Last time I got manhandled. That does not sound like a good time. Norman also wanted me to tell you hi. Where is Norman? What is Norman up to? I was not amused. I can't imagine anyone would be amused with something like that. Oh yeah, that's right. Beacon for safety. I've literally never had... I've only been on a flight once. Just the once. Well, technically twice. It was to Atlanta and from Atlanta. So... He was in Vlad's stream. I just left it right now. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I got notification that Vlad was streaming. That is right. That's so right. What is Vlad playing tonight? Vlad, the delightful human being that he is. Grab my wrist to put it on the fingerprint scanner instead of asking me. Are you ever going to do hard mode? You know what? Honestly, that's... I don't know if I'd ever do hard mode. That's the thing. Playing COD. Very cool. I haven't played COD in a long time. Warzone is just not my jam. go. These things are actually pretty good. Warzone, I always had an issue with. I was never really an individual who enjoyed Warzone. Outbreak mode was good. I enjoyed Outbreak mode, but you only had a 4-man team. And it wasn't the pace that Warzone was. And that was the nice thing about it. Also, I don't like the round-based zombies. I'd play it if I had internet that was sufficient. What is up with your internet, Supergoat? Also, Supergoat, reminder, and anybody else who wants to get in on it, Warzone's so bad with all the updates. Yeah. Has it become, no, it hasn't become pay to win yet. Garbage, always has been. Supergoat, we are playing Forza again tomorrow. So, just a reminder, tomorrow is a Forza night. Tomorrow is our Forza Friday night. 25-year-old, oh! And we roll down the hill. Gravity suddenly took hold of us. Missed you guys, feel bad that I haven't been on Twitch. Undead Midkiff, that's totally okay. We're here. You know what? We're here, and I've been going back, getting everything unlocked in COD. There is a ton of stuff to unlock, and I kind of feel bad when they completely dumped, like, the Battle Pass for Cold War, and it immediately went to Call of Duty Vanguard. I emailed my bank last night about getting a loan for a house so I could move to have cable. They haven't replied. So since I bought the Year 2 pass, that means I get the 7th and 8th DLC for free. Yes. So 5, 6, 7, and 8 come with the Year 2 Season Pass. And I am still surprised. I am completely surprised that we are, in fact, we got a Year 2 out of SnowRunner. And it's shocking to think about, because I never thought that this game was ever going to reach the popularity where they ended up giving us a Year 2. Like, how is that even a thing? But this game proved popular enough that we got it. Yeah, no problem. I am here for all things Took! But dude, how are you? What is good? How is everything? Hope you're doing well. Did you pick up Evil Dead the game, my friend? But yeah, I am here for all things SnowRunner. If you have questions about SnowRunner, chances are I've got an answer. It may not be the right answer, but I have an answer nonetheless. Okay. See, these are all red in color because these are my bowling pins. 42. The answer is not 42. Jim Carrey lied to you. True story. And down we go. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Gonna recover you. Alright. Lights on. Wax on. Wax off. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. It is not 42, and I will fight you on that. Doing great. Just finished up my stream. Awesome. Speaking of which, 42 doesn't seem right. No, Supergoat's right. I have to agree with Supergoat. Getting it tomorrow for sure. And that right there is, Ghosts of Tsushima? Or something? Yes, there is Took. What is the best American Scout? Either the Ford F-750 or the Lodestar, the International Lodestar. The Lodestar carries scout trailers. The F-750 cannot, in fact, carry scout trailers. It cannot tow a scout trailer. It only tows the larger truck trailers. So there's that. How is Mortal Shell? Yeah, how is Mortal Shell? That's the one where you're like a suit of armor, or am I thinking of a different one? So looking forward to a Disney release tomorrow, the new Rescue Ranger movie. Yes! Yes, I used to watch Rescue Rangers all the time. All the time. That was such a great show. Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. What is this? That's another loaf, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so now we just have to get all the rest of these. And, oops, we will get them over to the runway. That game is hard but good, makes Dark Souls seem easy. It's not his friend at all. Oh boy. Have you seen or read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I've watched it. I've watched it. How many Yars? I have, let's see. So these are all over here. So that's 4, 5, 6. And I think I have 10. I think I have 10 Yars. And that's yar, yars. If you have a Voodoo account, you should get Wing Commander the movie. I don't have a Voodoo account. I was actually talking about... Yeah, we were talking about Voodoo on Waylon's stream last night. So the answer to life, the universe, and everything is 42. And the biggest rule is to always know where your towel is. Yes, indeed. So here's the great thing about the Yar. Do you see the shape of the Yar right here? Do you see the flat back of the Yar? You can stand these things up on their end, and they act just like bowling pins. Yeah, Waylon streamed the new Evil Dead game. So you literally are in a mortal shell, you find corpses and inhabit them for special abilities. See, that's cool. That's a really neat concept. How old is the Wing Commander movie? I'm for some reason, I kind of feel like is the Wing Commander movie, that's an old movie. Campervan conversion. Yeah, Zoe Deschanel, and there was a lot of actors in that most recent one. Oh, look, it's old. I think I've seen it, and it was not a very good movie. It was not even like a good cheesy movie. Yeah, but Undead Mitkiff, he did stream. He went on a little bit early. He started at 7:30. We wrapped up shortly after 9 because we got our backsides handed to us. A Melissa Headcase actually got stuck in the terrain, to which we all then tried to rescue her, and we also all got stuck in the terrain. The one with Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh, is that who was it? Yeah! 1999. Yeah, that was not a good movie. That was not a good movie at all. Freddie Prinze Jr. is not a bad actor, though. Not bad at all. He's pretty decent. Oop. My bad. The BBC series is pretty good. Okay. BBC. You hit another one of those fences every time you go out. You don't go out the other place. You go through the next fence. Exactly. I am going to go through all of the fences. These fences don't stand a chance. 90s teen action movie. Yeah. That makes me sad that I missed it because I miss watching. Yeah, he's been streaming at weird times, but now with his move and everything, I liked it, but I also like The Last Starfighter. Well, The Last Starfighter was significantly different than Wing Commander. The Last Starfighter was amazing. That movie was fantastic. If you're comparing Wing Commander to The Last Starfighter, the Wing Commander movie should basically supernova and take all of the actors with it. The Wing Commander movie does not hold a candle in the wind to The Last Starfighter. But that's just personal opinion too. Your mileage may vary. Yeah, he's moving to Ohio, I think. So they're going from Florida and they're going to Ohio. So he got back from tour, and then Morgan had his wedding. So Morgan got married, and he's going to be moving. Enemy Mine, Louis Gossett Jr. and Dennis Quaid. That movie was great. That movie was so great. So great. That was an unbelievably good movie. The practical effects of that movie were incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I wish it was on a streaming service and was readily available, because I would watch that right now. Although I have been somewhat busy watching Ash vs. Evil Dead, and I really like Ash vs. Evil Dead. Kelly, played by Dana De Lorenzo, still every single time is one of the most awesome actresses in that entire series. And that is taking into account the fact that Lucy Lawless is also in Ash vs. Evil Dead for actually a considerable amount of Ash vs. Evil Dead. I've seen the wedding stuff on Waylon's TikTok. Yes, I have to go to work, but I hope you have a great stream. Thank you for being amazing. Took, thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you for just being cool, man. And when you get Ash vs. Evil Dead, please let me know, because you know what? It's a fun game. They have Enemy Mine on Vudu for $9.99. Okay. See, but that means I would have to buy it. And I don't have Vudu. It's really sad. Just like this sad violin music is hitting me right in the subcockles, which are right below the cockles of the heart. Yeah, Vudu is free, but you said Enemy Mine is $9.99. And the thing about it is, Vudu is yet another thing that I have to log into. Another thing that I have to add a password to and set up an account for. Supercoat, you got it! I was hoping that somebody would get that. I was really hoping that somebody would get that. So, we have 10. We have exactly 10 YAR vehicles that we're going to actually take, and we're going to stand up on their back. Same price on Amazon Prime. I mean, I like the movie, but not $10 worth of liking the movie. I do have the Last Star. I think I have the Last Starfighter on Blu-ray. I think it's on Blu-ray. Maybe I have it on DVD. I can't remember. Probably only something people over 30 know. Super Goat, you are on point, my friend. On point. So here is my bowling pins. These vehicles right here act like my bowling pins for truck darts. Those over there act like my bowling balls. Bowling trucks, thank you very much. So, we do fun things. We do really fun things. Sam Kinison? No. This is Dennis Leary. It was a joke pulled right from Dennis Leary. Sam Kinison, I would be screaming like a lunatic, and we don't need that right now. I drive really slow in the ultra-fast lane while people behind me are going insane. Yes, that was a fantastic... That was No Cure for Cancer, right? Yeah, that was No Cure for Cancer. That was an amazing comedy album. And he was honestly great in Rescue Me. Rescue Me was one of his better series that he actually performed in. Rescue Me went on probably for way too many years, but man, oh man, that was some really heavy television when it was on at the time. He was Saber-Tooth Tiger in Ice Age. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. But, guys, it is 8:45 right now. And we have to do that thing that we do. That unfortunately we don't like to do all the time. But, Ooh. You know what? Who likes Minecraft? You like Minecraft? You like a little bit of salt? Echo Spark! You come right in at the end, my friend. How are you? How is everything going? I hope you're good. We're thinking about raiding on out, wrapping things up, raiding on out, because I need a sandwich, or I'm going to go get some fast food, or I'm going to go get something. It might be cheese, it might be cookies, and it might be a taco pizza. So it's kind of all over the place. So Vlad is playing. It appears that Vlad is playing, and let me just make sure that Vlad is playing something. But it appears that he is playing Minecraft. And we can go right on out to good old Vlad. Actually, you know, we've got options. We've got Vlad with Minecraft. We've got Space Viking with Elden Ring. Twinkie Dinky is also playing Call of Duty Warzone, but that's, yeah. Cirque Lunicus is doing Dead by Daylight, but he's probably not going too much later. But you know what? Vlad raided us the last time, so why don't we go over and say hello to the good old Vlad. We'll raid on in, do that thing that we do, and kind of go from there. But guys, as always, thank you for the most epic and wonderful and awesome of Thursday nights of this week. Thank you for joining me for SnowRunner, and we will have more SnowRunner. We will be playing a lot more SnowRunner because we've got oh, excuse me, I think I swallowed a bean again. We've got more SnowRunner coming on the 31st of this month, and that is the Season 7 DLC that I am very much looking forward to. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Actually, I think Vlad is kind of... Yeah, I don't know if he's planning on wrapping up or what he's planning on doing. But you know what? Tell you what. We'll go do Dead by Daylight. Because Cirque Lunicus is playing Dead by Daylight, and that's a little bit like, you know, Evil Dead the game, but not. So let's go on over and let's go raid Cirque Lunicus because he's playing Dead by Daylight. William Sterling! How are you, my friend? You doing good? Millie Heather, hydrate. You can suggest if you want. What do you got going on, Millie Heather? I hope you're doing all right, William. Oh, that's right. That was, he's on Fallout 4. I like Fallout 4. That's a really good game. It's not nearly as good as, say, Skyrim. Like, Skyrim came out way before Fallout did, but... Oh, you know what? This guy seems cool. He does Skyrim too. You know what? Then let's go do that. Let's go do that, because... Let's go raid a dude who's playing... Fallout 4. I like Fallout. Fallout's a great game. It's enjoyable. So let's go do that. So, remember everyone, do we have a raid message? Not really. Just use whatever you want. You can throw up the Viking longship as the raid message, and that's totally cool. So, let's go check out some Fallout 4. Possibly some settlement building, possibly some fighting of super mutants. Could be lunch meat, could be peaches. Tomorrow is Forza. Bring your A-class. We're going to be doing some off-roading, so we're going to do that. And other than that, guys, thank you again for a wonderful evening, and we will see you when we see you, which is tomorrow on Forza